Hello, welcome back. We are up to our where the fuck am I? We are up to our Capricorn Risings. So, if you wanted to take a screenshot of this to see, this is just the transit chart. This is for your Capricorn Risings, just where the planets are based off of the houses, with your first house being Capricorn. So, for you guys, your first house doesn't have anything in it, but Aquarius, the second house of other people's money, possessions, materialism, shit like that, Pluto is in retrograde there. So you could be having some kind of internal conversations around work, what you want to do, how you want to do it, shit like that. Aries, which is your fourth house of home and family, has Saturn and Neptune in it. So illusion and delusion and old man time plus lessons around home and family. That should be interesting. Gemini, which is your sixth house of work and health, has Uranus as well as Mars there with Mercury retrograde. So if you've been thinking about doing some shit, you're probably implementing it now with Mars there. And Jupiter, which is at 0 degrees Leo. Oh, fuck. That's going into your eighth house, Leo transformations with Venus there. Good Lord. But at least it has, well, with Cancer, Cancer being your seventh house of relationships with the sun there, with Jupiter there, you probably started relationships. You probably expanded your circle, really, is probably what that is. You probably with Jupiter being the planet of expansion. Again, you probably had relationships that went deeper. You had new relationships, probably not so much shedding of old relationships in the past year, but definitely adding. And yeah, that's like the major stuff. You do have that dark Lilith in your 12th house, your secret spirituality. Interesting. So Sagittarius being a fire sign, Lilith there. You're stepping into your power period on the subject. I like that. Okay, so that being said, you came here for tarot. You didn't necessarily come here for astrology, but I'm asking the cards what you should expect from everything happening in these transits. I'm trying to make it so that way you can see it, because as I've said before, how these cards fall is pretty important to me. So I like people to be able to see it. My spirit team, my spirit guide, my high self as well. Divine. Again, I thank you for your time. I thank you for your message. I thank you for being able to receive it, to understand it. That being said, what do our Capricorn risings need to know about these transits? What do they need to know? Okay, right away. Queen of Swords, so head above heart, searching for the truth, cutting out bullshit and sticking with what truth. Painful endings. Okay, so something you may not have necessarily wanted to do, but now you're doing it. You're doing it. You're in it, is what it is. Crossing over her is the Magician, air energy. So again, that would be Gemini, your sixth house of work and health, which has Uranus and Mars there, with Mercury retrograde. So this is probably speaking, or Aquarius, which has Pluto in retrograde. So, and then Libra's got nothing. So Libra is your 10th house for your public image. But Aquarius is again that second house, and then Gemini is your sixth house of work and health. Dude, I'm telling you, you guys are thinking about other jobs, other businesses, other ways of making money. So searching for the truth of that. Ace of Wands, lacking passion. Yeah, you want something that's going to fulfill you and light you on fire. What did I say about fire? Here we go. So now we've got the Page of Coins in reverse, which is the Page of Pentacles. So it's like either a lack of a manifestation or lack of commitment for healing, transitioning, moving from choppy waters to smooth, and coming together. So interesting. Okay, so for the truth coming together, it might even be 5 of Cups morning and lost. Okay, so some of you, Chariot movement, Cancer energy. So again, it's like Star Aquarius here. Hope and faith, the commitment to transition away. Some of you may be doing too much in hopes of marriage, or hopes of marriage. That Four of Wands. You're being directed to, again, it's like if somebody's not doing something because it's like a lack of commitment. So some of you, if you're doing too much, you're supposed to turn tail and go. You're supposed to leave. You're supposed to leave that situation. So see how the Chariot here is like leaving instead of going this way? It's like, no, we're going to turn that fucking boat around because it's both water. So some of you will be leaving relationships, and some of you are shying away from them. So sometimes it's a good thing and sometimes it's a bad thing. So like I said, Aquarius, bottom of the deck. Here we go. Shit, some of you are rebuking marriage in hopes of money. You're just focused on your money. Period. End of subject. Empress, she gets what she wants. Attracting in. You want land. You want to get off the fucking water. So you're like, think of this as like Christopher Columbus type shit. So you're like, you're searching for land. It's the best way to put it. I like it. Okay, yep. All right. So for cups being apathetic to love off, some of you are even turning down marriage. Ooh, that's interesting. So being apathetic to a love offer. So some people may be asking about it. Some people may be trying to move forward with you with that. You're like, nope. You're concentrating on your fucking money, which makes sense with you being Capricorn rising. And then here we go, adaptability, juggling chaos, but barely. See, you want to get your fucking ass onto dry land. That's what that's telling me. You want out of the water onto dry land. Got it. Tangibles. Water is emotions, so you're looking for your tangibles versus like emotional depth. Nine of Swords here, anxiety, wanting to come out of anxiety. Well, it's just anxiety. This is the person who's sitting upright in the bed, clutching their head. Anxiety might even be having migraines, might even be having nightmares. And over here, holding back, air energy, the Fool in reverse. So a non-beginning, holding back on juggling chaos, but barely. Love offer. And a King of Coins here in reverse, which is being financially inept. Oh shit. So some of you are needing to make more money because like you're living beyond your means kind of thing. So that also wouldn't surprise me. So some of you may be picking up second jobs, new jobs, something like that. Non-victory and completion. So completion over non-victory. World energy, earth energy, Page of Cups, creative opportunity, opportunity or budding feelings. Meaning, well, delays, Ace of Wands, lack of passion, death, transformation, which again is the eighth house of Leo with that Jupiter and Venus in it. Painful endings over transformations or endings. Dude, I'm telling you, there's a lot of you who are like saying no to relationships. It's not necessarily that it's not what you want. It's just, it's not working for you and you'd rather concentrate on your bank. Neptune energy, the Hangman, upright. So pausing, reflecting, or looking at something from a new perspective and see how she's got her hands. It's mirroring the necklace that she's wearing. Where's that triangle? So it's again like it's going with them. Yep. Ace of Cups here in reverse. Delays over no passionate beginnings. So both of these are in reverse. So no passion, no love. Ugh, that is rough. Ten of Cups, shattered dreams. Jesus. Okay, so over here is the Nine of Wands in reverse. So wanting to come out of war weariness over no victory. Yeah, like I said, okay, cool. So because you've concentrated so much on relationships and whatnot, like I said, expansion and whatnot, it's like they've just kind of not done well. So you're just turning your back on and concentrating on your money. Eight of Cups, leaving something that suits you in pursuit of something better. See how they're flying? You're like, fuck that shit. That looks like a cell phone to me. So some of you may even be getting new phones, maybe switching carriers, maybe even going from like Android to Apple or vice versa. That wouldn't surprise me. And that could also be like if you get a new job, you may end up with a work phone. Look for that. So over this being apathetic to a love offer is the Emperor in reverse, Aries energy again, home and family, old man time there. Yeah, dominating. Like, nope, fuck it. I'm moving on. Here we go. Creative opportunity, being stuck, risk taking on being stuck, and see how he's like. He's walking, he's like, fuck this shit. From you leaving the past behind. Non-wish fulfillment, leaving the past, which is non-wish fulfillment behind you. Interesting. And here we go. Strength Leo. Again, Leo being your eighth house of transformations with teamwork for the Three of Coins, which is teamwork and insecurity over teamwork. Dude, yeah, like I said, clarity. Ace of Swords, bottom of the deck. Like I said, some of you have had a hell of a time in relationships, ergo you've sworn them off kind of thing, and now you're concentrating on your bank. Other ones, it's like, it's just not coming. Like, where is he? What's going on? Some of you, it's a test to see, would you actually abandon your money for this, like, kind of thing. So, like, if you really wanted to do, like, a higher education type thing or something like that, like, maybe you stop working on something to focus on relationships. Like it's a test of that. It's all about like yourself and what's gonna make you happy. But yeah, but if it's boiling down to like all these things suck and men suck or women suck or whatever the case may be, and I'm swearing it off, like that's the wrong mentality. But I can't chastise you for concentrating on your bank. So good for you. Good for you. As long as it's coming from a place of like realness versus insecurity. That's the best way I can say it. Like, ugh, no one's gonna love me. Well, if you got that mentality, then no one's going to love you, kind of thing. But yeah, sound off and let me know if this sounds like anything that you've been going through. I wish you the best of luck, Capricorn Risings. If you've enjoyed this, please like, comment, and share. I am El Witchy, and until next time, if you would like a reading, please hit me up. My website is elwitchy.com, and you can book a reading with me there. I should probably toss that in there. But yeah, but if not, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye and best of luck.